Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. That's Damon. That makes me Ted, coming to you here from Audiohive Podcasting Studio. Proprietor and producer, Big Mac. What did they call him on the other day?
B-Mac.
B-Mac, that's right.
Yeah, B-Mac.
He is very much, he's not an A-Mac.
Yeah,
he's
there's
B-Mac.
no A-Mac.
Sometimes
Maybe
it's
a B
C-Mac.
minus.
Yeah.
B minus Mac. C
That's
plus.
more of a C.
Yeah.
Certainly with scheduling.
That checks out. That checks out. Yeah. Hey,
How was your 3 days, Ben, Damon?
Well, so yeah, we had many days, but here's the deal. I had some stuff we didn't get to last time. Some interesting Stamos facts.
Can we put a pin in that for a second?
We can.
Because we were supposed to record at a certain time today.
Yeah.
And then just before that, 90 minutes before that, someone was like, hey, can we push that out?
Yeah.
So we took that time to go to some store.
Oh, yeah. Well, not some store, but another store.
A competitor of some store.
Right.
To buy lumber.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And yeah, Damon and I smell like wood.
I tell you what, the van is awful.
Yeah.
You cannot put enough pine tree air fresheners in there. It already smells like that. It's gross.
I
So
think
you covered it up with Mickey's?
No, so we were gonna actually eat in the van. We had time. We're like, hey, let's stop here. We're gonna stop at Sonic or something. Stop. And we're like, okay. And then I look at him. I'm like,
by the way,
dude.
this glass is now in this mug.
Yeah.
It's not coming out.
I go, bro. I said, there's no way that I can sit in this van and eat. I'm like, we're so dry.
Yeah.
We're like cottonmouth dry.
I think I have whatever lumber mesothelioma is.
Yes.
Yeah, because literally, it as we were talking, you could just feel your windpipe just.
It was amazing. It was amazing. So I thought I was going to perform a trach on Wilson. Yeah. I'm going to need a penknife. I need a shank, maybe a shiv. We're going to open it up.
You did buy toilet guts.
Yeah,
So.
I did buy toilet guts.
I don't have anything. There's a tube in that. I got to use that for my toilet. But I'm going to die. Toilet.
Hey, I can't hear water running all night.
Yeah.
We all got our problems, Wilson. Yeah, we all got our problems. His last words were, seriously?
His last words were toilet guts.
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to say. Didn't you just replay? No, not at all. No. You want to see my receipt?
Want to see my flapper? All right, hit me with your
Yeah, well, so I have
your Stamos facts.
some famous facts, all right? So did you know that he plays at least 5 instruments?
I didn't know he played that many, but I didn't know he was very musically talented. I mean, Justin Jeffsey and the Rippers alone.
Yeah.
You see him play the guitar, drums, and keyboard, I think.
Yeah, and that's 3 of them. And then they say Congo drum. First off, that's a drum. It's percussion.
Yeah, that's drums. Yeah.
Okay? And then the bass, which if you play guitar, generally you can play bass. You know what I mean? If you play bass, you can't always play guitar. You know how that goes, Mac. Guy, I'm a lead. No, you're not. You're barely a rhythm.
I saw a video the other day. A guy had an 8-string bass. He was playing 2 notes.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have the other 7 strings? I don't see the point. Don't. Hey, that's a great line you got there, bud.
But I thought that was cool because of all the stuff he's known for. That's not really, you know what I mean?
Can he play guitar?
Right. The
Never
accordion.
gonna give you up. I'm going to let you down.
He's big in the polka circuit. He plays accordion.
I do have a concertina.
But he did, so he played drums with the Beach Boys, as you know, but he released his own album in 94.
Was that the same time when Bruce Willis put
Might be.
the Bruno album, whatever the name of that was?
But this was called Shades of Blue. So we're going to definitely have to find some tracks.
How bad is that? Because I've heard the Don Johnson album. I've heard the Bruce Willis
it's awful.
album.
Yeah.
I've heard the Eddie Murphy album. My girl wants to potty all the time. Potty. Does she want to potty or party?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I've never heard Stamos' work. So
No.
that's got to be bad.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Don't you think someone would have played it?
Yeah. He wasn't. Was he A-list in 94 though?
That would have been Full House time.
Yeah. But I don't.
That's probably the A-list list he's ever been.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he started out. I mean, he was soap opera guru. He was on everything for soap operas.
He started in a sitcom with Jack Klugman, but coming back to live with him after he retired. And now he's coming in because they got divorced. She took the kid. He never saw the kid, and then the kid came back.
Yeah. So, hey, another interesting fact. Now, early Stamos, okay, he flipped burgers because his dad owned a restaurant. That's what he did when he was a teenager. Flipping burgers.
Now,
I like
didn't need them because
I like eating burgers. So I can tell you right now, this is a bonding relationship that's coming.
My grandfather owned a cafe.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was a really unique name.
Did John Stamos work there?
No.
What was the name?
The Wilson Cafe.
Did everybody tell him he spelled it wrong?
Probably couldn't find it in the phone book.
Yeah. I don't understand.
I still don't get that. Like, I was at a hotel the other day checking in for work, and they were like, what's your name? Wilson. And she's looking like, how many people in the WILs do you have in that registry?
Right.
Where you can't just look up and be like, oh, there's one.
Well, even if you got like 5 Williams, it's
Right.
still, it changes.
Right.
Just keep looking.
So just go down. I wasn't in the mood to like correct her either. I was just standing there. I'll figure it out.
Now, I did not know this. Did you know he's got a star in the Walk of Fame? And I know that it seems odd to me, but it's from 2009.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but anyone can get one. You just have to be nominated and pay for it.
Really?
It's like, I think it's like 30 G's to get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So like I could get one.
Well, you have to be in the business.
Like,
But you don't have to be like, oh, that guy's famous, let's get him a star. It's like, no, if you get a group of people that actually nominate you and then someone sponsors it, you can have one.
So when I'm best friends with Stamos and he nominates me,
Sure.
all I need is 30 G's. Okay. I'm going to need some startup capital because I have a business idea. It's called Get Me a Star. So
It was funny, like, because if you walk down there, I know you never will because you have to drive a long time or fly. Just check it out Mac back there. It's on his phone.
survey says
No.
no answer.
Were you guys talking to me?
Yeah, I said Damon had to fly, and you didn't even look
Oh.
up.
I don't know which one it is.
We're putting it in till we touch your brain.
I got it wrong. I was looking for no. I didn't find it.
I was letting Amy know there's groceries in her car.
Oh,
That will remain a mystery. So, you know, people will stop, like the Michael Jackson one and like the Marilyn Monroe one. People will stop and put
Right.
like things. So I stopped traffic to take a picture of one, and people were like, "We're coming. Oh, what is that one?" You know, because it's kind of off the beaten path. And
Yeah.
It was for the guy that wrote The Music Man because his name's Meredith Wilson, and he spells it with 2 L's.
yeah.
And I was like, look it. And people were like, who the hell is this guy?
What did this guy do?
Why don't you just let me go around you? Don't let the people pull into Wendy's. Just let me go in.
Right. Ironically, your sister's name, Wendy.
Right.
Yeah. Weird. So you were at the Star by Wendy. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. That's like 6 degrees of bacon.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
I would
Now I said
cook
bacon.
your bacon warmer.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry. And
It
the
just
last
sounds like raw bacon.
the
6
last
degrees
thing-
of bacon.
this was the most. I did not know this. Now you know they've done Fuller House and stuff. They've gone back and done that. But did you know he was the first one? He quit Full House. He started the whole chain reaction. He quit, and I guess in their 8th season, they were starting their 8th season, and they'd signed for a 9th, and they were going to move networks to the WB.
Oh yeah, I'd totally be out too.
Yeah. And he said, I'm not doing it. So the 8th season was their last season because once he said, no, I'm out, everybody else was out too.
I mean, to be fair, not only did they move him to the WB, but they moved him from the room with the pink bunnies, and they moved him into the attic.
Right.
They threw Joey down in the basement.
Right.
What I never get is like I never had a house with an alcove, like a bay window alcove before.
Yeah.
And then when I got one in college, no one likes a bragger.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, they made Uncle Joey just literally live in like 4 feet of space?
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't pick up on, I mean, again, in San Francisco, that 4 feet of space is worth more than our house.
That's true.
So I got
But
to
a
be honest with
grown-ass man literally just lived in a window well
you. Yeah. Right.
for like 4 or 5 seasons.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess we could just throw him over there.
Yeah. So dating was, I mean, of course, if you met him, dating wasn't really an option anyway.
Yeah,
but,
no.
But yeah, how do you do it? Hey, I got my own alcove
Right.
at my brother-in-law's
Yeah.
house.
They might be watching a movie on the couch. Was that going to be a problem? Yeah, it's the back wall of my of my space.
They're heavy sleepers. We're good. But no, those are some interesting Stamos facts, which, like I said, by the way, now we're going to get a new drop for Stamos. We're going to have to. So it might have to be something off his album. Okay. Mac, you're going to have to do some research now. So, because we know we have this one. Ooh.
John Stamos wrote that.
No. The guy that you didn't know about the other day wrote that.
Yeah, that still counts. The other one was probably Mike Post.
Like
Bill
Post.
Collins, he's in Cheap Trick, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He's the music aficionado over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, did you see, and this is way off topic, but Metallica's doing a show
I know.
Yeah.
in like our backyard?
Dude.
Is it today?
At the Metro
Yeah.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like $20 tickets to go see Metallica.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't get a call about that.
I saw somebody and they said there's like a line around the block and
Yeah.
2 hours ago.
Yeah, because there's no pre-sale. Like you go stand at the door and you
Yeah.
buy a ticket and you walk in. Yeah.
I actually got to see Metallica at the San Francisco Fillmore Ballroom years ago, like 400 people. It was a fan member club.
Yeah.
When I was like 17 and went there, and that was pretty sweet.
Now, is that the band with Pete Townsend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
He's the lead guitar
Wait,
player.
who?
No, it's the Guess Who.
Yeah, it is the Guess Who. No, I thought that was
I
weird.
like how we immediately perked up.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
lead singer is Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine. Hey, he was a Metallica.
Yeah.
He was a
Yeah.
Metallica
He
for a
was
while.
there for a minute.
That's my favorite meme when he's rolling paint on a deck and it says Dave Mustaine. And I love that because he Mustaine. And it's just my favorite meme. You just see him with his angry face and he's got a paint roller.
I like how they threw him out and he made an Aldi version of Metallica.
Yeah, but his Aldi version is pretty badass.
Yeah, I was there
last week, actually.
The Aldi stuff isn't bad.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't say it was a Dollar Tree version. I said it was an Aldi version.
Look, you don't have to have a coupon,
you
do need a quarter for a cart.
I say it's an Aldi version because your grandma could go by and pick one of those like CDs up and be like, I think this is the what you like.
Yeah.
It looks devilish and it has an M on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's got to be it.
But no, so those are John Stamos facts that went into Metallica. I just thought that was so weird when I saw that because for a band of that magnitude to do that, you know what I mean? That's pretty crazy. But I guess even back in the day, Motley Crue and all them bands, they used to go back to like the Whiskey, you know what I mean? And play there. You would never know they're there. They're under a different name. And you walk in, it's like, holy crap, Motley Crue's on the stage. You know, so that's just
now
a
you're
different
like,
time.
who's that piece of crap? Oh, Motley Crue's on the stage.
Hey, wait a minute. Vince Neil's still here. We told him to go home.
Megadeth did that a couple months ago, actually.
Same thing under a different name?
They said they were like a Megadeth cover band. It was like Vic and the Rattlers or something like that.
And it was them.
Yeah. And
that's pretty badass.
Little, you know.
It's a nice surprise. Was it a $20 ticket?
No, I mean, they literally, it was like regular cover band night. It's the house band.
Really?
Yeah. So people were just there thinking they were seeing a, you know.
And you were treated to a top selling artist.
Yeah.
And if that's your genre, that's pretty damn cool.
I mean, that happens in comedy too, where someone will just show up. And
Yeah.
Be like, hey,
they'll do a guest set. You're like, what the hell? What are they doing here? Well, they're friends with the guy that's doing it.
Well, it was like that one time when we were at Zany's and all of a sudden Bobcat Goldthwait shows up. We're doing the showcase. He's just like, hey, can I get on stage? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, we'll just go put everyone down. You can do that for me. No, we'll just start up at the front. At the end. We'll just close out the show.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yeah.
But don't tell me when you want to be lighted.
Right.
I remember that.
No, tell me when you want to be lighted.
Yeah.
And then freak out when you see a light. What was that light?
Yeah. What in the world? Who's the dead man that hit me with the salt? Okay, never mind. So I have a couple of epiphanies.
No, I think you just activated my watch.
Did the watch go off?
I just got an email from my mother.
Oh.
Would you like to know what it says?
Yes.
Band Metallica made a surprise visit to Chicago for a concert tonight. The line was 2 city blocks long for $20 shows.
Oh, that's not long.
That's not bad.
I'd wait in that.
Yeah. Yeah, most people would. But I mean, I don't know what the capacity of the room is, but yeah.
Are we doing this live?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was so weird.
I got to take my grandma back to the store.
But I was like the popular rock and roll music artists.
Yeah, maybe you've heard of them. Did I just turn her into the Jerky Boys? I'll bring my shoes and my glasses so I have them. So a couple of, I don't know, I won't say epiphanies, but like just.
Those aren't the things with the trunks. You know that, right?
Yeah. It's not?
No.
Okay.
Those are rhinos.
So what I saw a guy, if you feel the need, if you have a Honda Pilot, okay, and you need to put a sticker in the front windshield that says Honda Pilot on it, do me a favor. Put the car in park, close your eyes, and walk into traffic.
Doesn't Honda already badge the car?
They badge the car, but you love it so much that you want to put it in italics on the top of the windshield.
One of those kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Now listen, I know people that do that when it's 4x4 or it says Ford or it says, whatever. I get
it's
it.
cheap upside down to be cute.
But your Honda Pilot, and it's both words. It's not Pilot. It's not Honda. It's Honda Pilot.
They could sell more if it was just Honda, because then you could put it on any Honda.
Right. Damn it.
They're all out of Honda Borts.
I told my pilot last night, oh, this birthday present's never going to work out.
I totally blew that joke. So I'm going to do it again. They're all out of Honda Barts.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of Honda Borts. Oh, I got a Honda Bort. Can I get one of those?
I got one of those. Wait a minute. But no, I just thought, like, how proud are you of your Honda Pilot? To be like, I want everybody to know.
Well, you seem to be very angry about anyone.
It bothers me because it does. You know what else bothers me is on the way tonight here.
Really grinds my gears.
No, but
rust.
I'm going to say, I'm going to tell you right now on the way here tonight, because I hate coming. There's more traffic when we come at night, and I'm driving down the road. I see the green light. There's 2 lanes of traffic. I'm in the left lane. I see the green light. There's 4 cars and like there going. So I'm going to make the green light. The car in front of me decides to stop abruptly and let someone turn left into Wendy's in front of them. Now, I decided not to stop abruptly, and I swerved around them into the right lane. And as I went by, this guy looked at me like I was stupid, and I went, no, not today. I waved my hand, and I went, not today. And I drove right through the green light. And then nobody else made the light because that person decided to take it upon themselves. Now, they didn't have Honda Pilot. I wish I would have their phone number. On a sticker?
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Because that one time when that guy had that QR sticker for his website, and we were behind him, and then Mac was like some outdoorsy guy.
We were at Dunkin'
and
Donuts.
He's like, check out my adventures.
Yeah.
So I pulled up my thing. I got in his his YouTube and put on one of his videos. Man, you grabbed that iced coffee out of that window like a boss.
Yeah. He's like, check out my adventures, 4-wheel drive. He's got like this zombie hunting Jeep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's in the Dunkin' line.
Yeah.
Did you ever take those donuts off a sweet jump?
Wait, who is this?
Wait a minute.
It was right on the street.
Were you
he was
ripping
just
donuts?
He was like, he just had all these stickers on it. One of the stickers was, check out my adventures. And it was the QR code. So I'm in the passenger seat.
Oh,
I took a picture. I started texting it like, man, you took that drive-through curve like a boss.
It's like when you drive around in your zombie Jeep and you're like, you check out my adventures.
So this, you triggered a memory. So when we were here just 2 days ago, which somehow feels a lifetime ago and 8 seconds.
Correct.
I was leaving your house. It was late. So it was like, 11 or so? 11, after 11?
It was late.
And I turned right. I didn't go towards the gas station that doesn't know where you live. I turned right and went the other way, that little winding road through that park.
Yeah.
And there's a median, so you can't pass anyone. It's like those drive-thrus where if you change your mind, doesn't matter. You still got to be like, sorry, I didn't. No, that's not mine. It's for the guy behind me. I didn't.
Yeah.
I got up here and realized that you were charging prices I didn't want to pay.
My bad.
Someone just stopped. They literally just stopped dead. And I'm like, okay, do I make a scene?
You're going to get murdered.
Right. Because there's no one out there. It's just me and this guy. And I'm like, do I just pop the median? What do I do? It was a good, solid 2 minutes.
Really?
And at that time of night, that's a long time for me to. I thought about, should I just back up, go the other way?
Right.
Tell the gas station where I'm at so they know? So weird.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
right
then
here.
I thought maybe he thought I was following him and I was the,
Yeah.
am I the a-hole? No, I was just like, dude, I hate that when like somehow you're behind someone who's literally going the same place you are.
Yeah.
And they think you're being weird. Just like, no, I'm just trying to get where you are. You're just going slower than me.
But that's how like murders and abductions happen.
I get it.
They
It
stop
looks
in
weird.
front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But you didn't get abducted then, huh?
No. Yeah. That guy's probably going to have to give you a refund.
Yeah. So it didn't take.
No.
Didn't have a big enough van. Turns out.
He was like, it's dark. I was told we wouldn't be out this late. That was the problem.
Yeah. That's what
Like,
it was.
it looks like an equinox.
Ooh.
But is it blue or black? I can't.
Ooh.
I'm going to stop. See and then in the red lights, he couldn't tell. In the brake light. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
Do you think if I use my reverse lights and it lights it up,
You think he'll give me half the money if I
You're
just get anybody?
tearing us apart!
That was really fun last week. Really fun.
That's called off the rails.
Yeah. Yeah. We were really off the rails.
Yeah. Well, we might get there as well.
So a couple other things from TV. Okay. I love to watch the shows. All right. So the Tread Flicks.
The way you said that, babe.
I love to.
I love to watch the shows.
Yeah. My stories. Did I say my stories?
Come
like
on
my
back
grandma would
next
say?
week on WNBC. You love to watch them.
I do want to see a home makeover show where when they do the reveal, it's just something absolutely ridiculous. Because whenever they do it, people are like, oh, and I never would have thought of that. I never would have thought of that.
Did you see
I want it to be something stupid. What did I see?
that one Trading Spaces where the woman was like, whatever you do whatever you want. I don't like brown.
Oh, no.
And they painted that thing like an inside of a turd.
Really?
Yeah, she pulled her mic and walked off. And Paige Davis is like, no, stick around. I was like, no,
Yeah.
just bawling, walked out.
Really?
Yeah, it was the most ignorant thing I've ever seen. And they did some ignorant stuff. And like someone put hay on the walls, and someone like did an entire room in like mirrors.
Is that the one where you do like your neighbor's house or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trading Spaces? Yeah.
Trading Spaces. Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty crazy. But I thought it'd be neat to see like just a stupid reveal to just be like, because people always come in and they're like, oh, and I love what you did here. And oh, you opened it up and I got a huge island. And I would love to be like, I did not request the 10-foot mural of Celine Dion dunking a basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be like, what is this? I would just be so great. And it's like, is that a fathead? No, it's painted. It's a hand-painted mural and it's signed. It's one of one,
No, it's a plastic vacuum mold of Celine Dion dunking a basketball.
If you notice, it is 3D.
Yeah.
It comes off like a mannequin. But I just thought, I'm like, you never see people. So I've never seen that episode. I wonder if it's still.
Yeah, you can find it. You can find that clip.
Yeah.
On YouTube for sure. But that's why I stopped watching some of those shows. I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
They'd just come in and be like, either they'd be like, there were three people. The ones that were just overly, or the ones that would just like, I don't like that pencil on the table. I don't want to buy this place.
Yeah.
You can move the pencil.
Yeah.
I don't like the way this one small, tiny closet is painted. I don't like it.
Right.
Those people, or they're the people that would just have absolutely no like personality. Why were you on TV? Like,
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Well, I think it's okay. What do you think? Well, I think it's all right. That'd be great. That'd be fine.
That's why I do like the Love It or Listed show. because they redo it.
Yeah.
And one person already wants to move and one person
it's
wants
always
to
me.
stay.
It's always me.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. I'm always like, move.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, now, so if they came to your house and redid everything, they're like, so Ted, what do you have to have? And you're like, besides a new neighborhood,
Yeah.
a fire department next door. You know what I mean?
You know what I have to have? Not this house.
Yeah, not this house. But they ask for
Well,
like
sometimes though, they'll be like, this is what we want. This is our budget. And David's like, have they been in the market? This is ridiculous.
Right.
And so like, this is the exact house they want. Everything I've got, he has somehow found the diamond in the rough. It is 8 meters outside of the zone where they wanted to live.
It's too far out.
It's too far out.
Too far out.
No, we said we go to 1701. This is 1703.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'd have to be bust. So no.
Right. Right. But what I like about that show is one person already wants to move.
Yeah.
And one person wants to stay. So
And it's like what, 60, 40, 66, 33? Like it's mostly stay, right?
it's a lot stays.
It feels like they
Because
they love it.
you
more
know as well as I do. If they can make your house exact now in your case, you don't want it to be in that area.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a different area.
But the problem is that here's what I think is wrong. They like show it in, they get it all staged.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks great. They take all that stuff back out and they're like, oh.
Now we got to put your crappy
Yeah, they
furniture
bring your
back in
furniture
here.
back in.
Yeah.
Should have listed it.
Yeah. No, I think they keep that. That's part of the budget.
Is it?
But I love when
when the Magnolia people, who are those people? The
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shiplap people?
Chip and
Joanna Gaines,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
They put all that stuff in. That all goes back to their store. They don't get to keep it.
Really?
Yeah.
So on this one, it's part of their budget and this and that. I get
Oh,
it.
that's right. Because they
Go,
yeah.
we got $150,000.
But it's always like,
budget.
here's our budget, and then suddenly she finds that like there's a mummy in the basement.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Or at the poltergeist house.
right.
You moved the bodies, but you left you moved the headstones, but you left the bodies.
You're built on a pet cemetery.
Yeah.
This is awkward.
Well, okay, that's going to blow the budget. So you're not going to get that upstairs laundry room.
right. Right. Well,
We have to move the entire neighborhood because we found bodies under your house. You're going to have to lose that over the garage room. I'm sorry.
I love when they got like a 4,500 square foot house and they're like, we need more room. And they're like, we have the attic up there that we're using for a closet. We want to make 2 bedrooms and a bathroom up there. Yeah. Okay. And then,
Yeah, do you have any power or plumbing or any of that going to that?
Right.
No.
But not only that, but you have 4,500 square feet or whatever you got. You only have an air conditioner.
Yeah.
How are you going to now heat the attic of your house or cool the attic of your house with that one air conditioner?
That's the entire budget right there.
And what's funny is they never catch on. She's like, oh, well, is that going to work? Like after they've already got everything torn apart. I'm like, do you ever look at this stuff ahead of time and be like, you know what? There's another $15,000 in air handlers here, So, but no, I do like that because everybody's not always
I
happy.
thought we just get like Scotty, like, just give me all she's got.
Yeah.
I can't.
But no, and the same thing. I watched one where the guy said we have to have a basketball court in the backyard. They went to a house that had like a 7-car driveway that turned. The garage was on the side of the house, so this huge driveway, and there's a basketball hoop there already. And they're like, but it's got no basketball court. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
You seriously want to tear up the backyard and pour concrete?
Are you telling me that you want them to use the driveway for a basketball? What are they, farmers?
Yeah. What are we, Amish? Are we Amish basketball players? What do we do?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thrilled that I had a hoop that was not regulation size.
Right.
I was thrilled that I just had a hoop. You could shoot a 3-pointer from one place in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly,
As long as you weren't too high, you didn't want to hit the tree.
it was mostly layups.
Mm-hmm.
And I was fine with that.
Yeah.
This guy literally has like a runway.
Yeah. And he wants
And
a
he
half
wants
court.
And he wants a half court. He wants
He
a
wants
half court?
That's
He's
the whole
got
thing.
a half court.
I'm like, dude, you could put a basketball court. You put a stand-up one by the road. You got a full court. And I'm like, I don't even understand your thought process. And this was their breaking point. He's like, and then they find one that has a basketball court. And he goes, yeah, but we're farther out than where we need to
always.
be. And I'm like, really?
Yeah. It's because they want whatever they want. That they want suburb. They want like almost country prices.
Yeah, in the city.
Dead in the city.
Yeah.
Is this near a train line? No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is like Sioux Line or
Right. Yeah.
Central Pacific.
So I was just going to say, yeah, it's a freight train.
Yeah.
And it's going to be noisy and it runs 18 times a day.
Yeah, they don't have any like breaking laws out here.
Good news is it runs right past the airport, which also flies right overhead of your house. Yeah. So, yeah, because you know why? That's what we found in your budget when you needed 17 bedrooms and 46 bathrooms.
And a full basketball.
And a full basketball court. But no, that's why I said I thought it'd be neat to see. Now, I want to go and I'm going to Google that because I do want to see someone actually be pissed.
Oh yeah. She's just
if you specifically say that, here's the deal.
Here's the thing. Like, do whatever you want except this.
Yeah.
You have the world is your oyster except this. Oh, let's do that.
Yeah.
Like, I get it if you're doing it as a prank to someone. Like,
yeah,
for my birthday, I want anything but this. And you get them that as your friend kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for your house,
Yeah.
your largest investment,
Yeah.
the thing you have to sit in every day, that's hilarious. Hilarious.
Well, I would be like, I'd pull the mic off, be like, where are you going? Back over to this asshole's house.
Yeah.
Because I got a little demolition to do.
Yeah.
Because I did a really nice job.
I'm going to go put some brown in his house.
What can Brown do for you?
Yeah.
Knock him out of the carpet. I'll tell you that right now.
Let me chug a milk on the way over.
Run a couple laps around the block in the middle of summer.
Hey, Lou, give me a hot milk. Chocolate.
You got any 3-day-old cottage cheese?
You want me to warm it up? No, I'll do the warming up.
Right. So, and the last thing, I don't watch commercials. I kind of like, I'll DVR something and then I'll go through it.
Remember the 8 minutes of this world where TiVo was a verb?
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then TiVo would suggest things. What I like is my DVR doesn't suggest things, right? But the TiVo did. It's like, well, you tape this. I taped that because my wife wanted it. Yeah. And then it was one time. And now all of a sudden we want this. No, I don't, you know.
Same way I'll make the mistake of sharing like a gift idea with someone.
Yeah.
And suddenly my social media is now loaded with, oh, you like that? No. It's not. It was a gift for someone else.
Same thing. Oh, I send you the G.I. Joe guy shirts and the He-Man stuff. And the next thing you know.
Can I talk to Chuck Incognito real quick?
Yeah. Right.
You're killing me, man.
Yeah. I think Zuckerberg is in deep with Incognito. So, but no, so I had to watch commercials because I watched one that was, it was DVR'd, but it wasn't live, you know, so it's like an on-demand. So now the new thing with DirecTV, like we talked about, you have to watch commercials. You can't fast forward.
They hide them in there.
So that's where they get you. So you see it's like 43 minutes. It's like, okay. No, it ain't. It's an hour because you're down for all the commercials, you know. But they had one that come on that was for, I want to make sure I got this right. The singing bird clock, okay?
You never seen that by Audubon?
So here's the deal, though.
The wood rimmed one is more valuable than the green rimmed one.
Okay. Well, this says it's the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the deal. 25th anniversary in 2020 puts that at 1995. That was when it first came out. I'll date myself. I graduated in 94. You know that.
What?
Yeah.
You're an old man.
There's no way that me.
Who graduated top of your class in 94? You're an old man.
But my whole point is there's no way that was on my purchase list. It wasn't on my parents' purchase list. 95? This would be like something from the 70s. This has got to be like a 50-year anniversary. This thing really makes bird calls?
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Did you ever have one?
No. But
you hesitated.
Yeah. Well,
you know somebody that did?
Yeah.
Who was it?
The father of the creator of foot wedge pens.
Okay.
Mike Duffy. You can find that on Etsy. Not a sponsor of this episode. Call me.
You
I had
have
one.
a subpoena.
That's the one.
Yeah.
His parents had one. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I knew it. That's how I know how it exists. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe they also had a big mouth Billy Bass.
Well, I think everybody had one of those. So I never did, but I understood the science behind it.
Take me to the river.
It's like, look how cool this is.
Yeah.
No, it's really not. But that guy.
That comes to life in the nighttime, your house is gone.
Yeah,
I will burn it down.
So this bird clock, I'm watching this thing because I have to, okay? Yeah. And it shows the guy sitting there and all of a sudden it's like, and the guy jumps up and flies out of the room like, I forgot, dinner.
Yeah.
Or or my wife said.
My eggs.
Yeah,
Oh like, no, they're going to be hard boiled by now.
Yeah, what do you have? 3 sparrow eggs? What do you do? But he's doing this. And so then it says, don't worry, at night it goes silent.
Yeah, it has a light sensor. Yeah.
So I was like, if it's in a dark room, it's never going to go off.
Right.
Okay.
Or you accidentally have a room that it gets a little street light.
Yeah.
Street light.
Right. I am up every hour to a different
You're
bird.
half asleep. You're like, is that the clock or is Patience playing? Is that Guns N' Roses?
But I thought it was so awesome when it's just like this guy flies out of the chair, like when a cat's in a room and all of a sudden he's like, I got somewhere else to be.
Right.
And he just
that's
bolts.
my dog.
Yeah.
Like he'll hear something and I don't hear it or see it.
Right.
And suddenly it's like, boom.
Yeah.
And then, 10 minutes later, I'll see someone walk by the window. I'm like, you really were that concerned?
Yeah. Right.
I wouldn't even buy a house out there. It's out of the district, man. Right. Yeah. Why did you see that so far?
We know it wasn't the fire department.
Yeah. No.
But But for it to be like, it goes silent at night.
You know,
I was like,
what was reminded, what brought to me was that, so we get it from the other town, right? The fire department. There's the other town across the street.
right.
They have a substation. I couldn't see it from my house.
So I was going to say significantly closer.
But they're not the ones that respond.
it's like Marshallone's when you're growing up.
Yeah. I can see you. They push a button and suddenly it turns into like a barn. I don't know what you're talking about. No, the argument was made, well, we were told that whoever gets there first is the one that's going to take the call. I'm like, you can't tell me that they always, well, maybe they're doing something else. Every time there's a fire?
Right.
Oh, man, I'm tired. We're taking our grandma shopping, so we can't be there.
Yeah, we're going to be a half hour late because she moves slow, like 25%.
Nothing.
No. That was what we got earlier. Mm-hmm. That's right. We went there.
Yeah.
So, but no, I've never seen that. So my other thought was too, because it's like an analog clock. I mean, it's something that probably most kids nowadays can't read the time.
Which I have so many of those in my house.
Yeah.
But I also told you I have the one that only tells you like at the 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It is 5 minutes to 8. Oh, actually, it's 7:59.
Yeah.
I'm not on time. I'm 4 minutes late.
I went to an escape room the other day.
Yeah.
And
Whoa, wait, and I wasn't invited? I gotta
sorry, family event. But it was
Was your grandma there?
Jack the Ripper themed.
Okay.
And you had to like make phone calls to people, and they had to ask, they're like, "Do you guys know how to use a rotary phone?"
Really?
They had to make sure because they had it in there, and it was like the one that you had to like pick up and put to your ear.
Nobody gets out because they can't use the phone in the first section.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to pick it up off the handle like twice.
Until you hear the, you don't have nothing.
Where's the home button?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it the one in the middle?
Yeah.
They didn't do that when we were in the one that had the payphone.
Really?
They just assumed we knew. I mean, probably looked at me like, yeah, well, Santa Claus over there knows
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
how to use one.
Yeah. Tito still got one in his kitchen. We know what he's doing over there.
Yeah. I brought up dittos the other day. Do you remember those on the mimeograph machine? They would come out purple and smell like. I didn't remember them smelling where you'd get high off them, but apparently I remember those were fresh and you'd smell them in class. I'm like,
really?
We never did that.
No.
I don't remember that. I remember they would be hot.
Yeah.
Like they'd bring in the copies and be like, what, did you set these on? Did you just burn the tree down? Like, what is this?
Yeah. Because it's going to take the fire department a while to get here.
Did you get this out of Damon's van? It smells like fresh wood.
It smells like wood. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not looking forward to driving home.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, Damon, what did we say we're going to do a 4-hour episode?
Yeah.
No, but I got to get out of that. I don't want to be in that van. I do not want to be in that van.
We're going to run a little long.
There's two people that are excited about this, Damon and Ed. Did you say Ted? No, I did not.
No, it was not.
No,
it was not Ted.
it was not Ted.
It was not Ted. So, but so how does an analog clock know that it's nighttime? Just by the light then? That's the sensor? Because
Yeah.
I mean, 12 o'clock's 12 o'clock. It doesn't know if it's
Well,
noon
that's what I'm
or
saying.
midnight.
Like you get birds all day in the summer.
Yeah.
In the winter, you get like 4 hours of bird.
Yeah. Yeah. Which,
Well, if you take it to Alaska, it's like, son of a bitch. It's 11 o'clock at night.
yeah. What is going on here?
Turn that owl off. It is 11 o'clock at night.
It's like a real pigeon in the kitchen. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We had a pigeon on our porch back in the day.
Yeah.
We had someone took it past Morris, like just dumped it off in Grundy County somewhere out in the fields.
Yeah.
2 days later, it's back on our porch.
So
Had I known that, I mean, we could have been sending messages to people.
that's,
I could have saved, especially the way my mom uses the post office.
yeah, that's what my aunt who lives in the state of Washington, unlike me, who's in the state of confusion, right? But she lives out there.
I'm in the land of confusion.
Oh, I like what you did there with Collins.
Yeah, there we go.
So she had a pigeon show up on her porch and it wouldn't fly away. And so she's trying to shoo it, doesn't shoo, it stays there. So she thought it was probably hurt. So it's examining it a little bit closer. It's got something around its foot. It's a homing pigeon. They end up calling the number, like the tracking number. They can go on and look it up and they'll tell them who
Was it on the
owns-
guy's Jeep?
Yeah. It was a guy with
That's Duncan.
guy with a Honda Pilot sticker on his car. You kill that pigeon right now.
Yeah, it turns out the name of the bird is Honda.
Yeah.
And it flies.
And it's a pilot. Yeah, and
right.
it's a pilot. So, but what was funny is I guess she called the number and the lady goes, "That's okay. Just take him outside." And which he was already outside. He was on the porch. But they had him like in a area. And she said, just throw him up in the air and he'll fly home. No, he won't. False. Okay.
There's a Donald Duck cartoon where
You have to throw him really hard to get him back to the house.
There's a Donald Duck cartoon where he plays Noah.
Yeah.
And at the end, like he grabs the dove to find out if he's like, if the land's dry again, right?
Yeah.
He just takes it and yeets that sumbitch right up the front of the boat.
Yeah.
He's so tired of being on the boat, just boom. And he's like,
Yeah.
you're a duck.
Yeah.
You fly out there and figure it out.
Yeah. You know.
Whips this.
Yeah. So yeah, my aunt didn't say she yeeted it, but yeah. But
It was like that scene in Napoleon Dynamite where he's like, I bet I could throw this over that mountain.
so seriously, they're like,
So does it get in the face of the pigeon as he's walking by?
pick
it up, throw it.
on the mountain. It's like, oh damn, you see this guy falling backwards. A little higher.
Hot potato. Music's about to stop. Get rid of it.
4. Golf ball? Pigeon. But no, it's like false. This thing's not flying home. So she calls, lady had to drive like 2 hours to her house to pick up her pigeon. Now, I know we did the stuff on the racing pigeons.
Yeah, I would have just thrown it out the window in the drive-by. Fook.
Yeah. But I was like, this is amazing.
Honda's home.
Yeah. I went and got my pilot in my pilot.
Yeah, maybe that was the pilot car.
Yeah. But yeah, so when you said that about the pigeon, that's what made me think of that. It was like, they're like, well, just go out the front door and, toss him up in the air and he'll fly home. No, he won't.
My mom was so excited for one day. And the next day, suddenly it was like, it's raining poop. Like all over again.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'll rinse off the driveway. Bird's back.
Game on.
Well, if you had the clock, that's probably why it would come back.
Yeah.
It would come back.
Clock is on the other street.
Right.
This is Kankakee Street. You're looking for Joliet Street.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
We found the problem. But yeah, so to just tell somebody, just go out the front door and throw it.
I can't believe they're still selling that clock.
That's what, and here's my problem. Here's where I really think it's false. There's no way it's a 25th anniversary.
False.
There's no way. That would mean it was brand new in 1995. There is zero chance that was brand new in 1995. An analog clock that makes bird noises. There's no way.
I think you forget how ancient 1995 was.
Listen, 85, I'd be like, okay, maybe. I had Snake Mountain. You could talk in a microphone. Okay.
Well, they had Mr. Microphone back in the
Yeah.
70s. Hey, good looking. We'll come back to pick you up later.
So that's my whole point, is if you have that, I don't think that's...
They didn't have
clock
birds in the 80s. That's the problem.
Right.
It wasn't the mechanics. It was the birds. We only got 11 birds. Can you invent another bird? It's going to take me a whole decade.
Man.
It's going to be a whole decade, but I'll get you that number 12.
we just got the...
Can we just put 2 turtle doves on there? It's been done.
Just gonna say
we can't do that.
The sweet jazz music, though. We're trying to make these damn things. Turns out they're all boys. Can't get nothing. How are we going to get another bird?
Now kiss. You know that meme when they take 2 sticks and put shit together? Now kiss.
We have wasted so much Barry Manilow and Barry White on these birds. It's not even funny.
Let's get it on.
All right, so let's do a fight me, bro. All right.
Let's do something with some substance, sure.
Yeah. So I told you that. So my aunt lives in Washington State. So we'll do this. This was from Seattle. I saw this one in Seattle once. There was this old guy on crutches arguing with some teenager about something. It started getting physical, and the kid grabbed one of the old guy's crutches, wound up, and swung it like a baseball bat. The old guy caught it, then beat the shit out of the kid with it. It was pretty fantastic to watch.
Nah, son.
So there's so much going on here. First off,
the best part is if you would have found out that his buddies knew that guy was like, Chuck Norris in disguise. He was like, hey, go grab that guy's crutch. Do it. It'd be hilarious.
What's his last name? DiMaggio. Guy hits like a bastard.
That's Willie Mays Hayes.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah. He runs like Mays. He beats the shit out of people like Hayes.
But how bad do you got to be like, all right, I'm going to show that old man a thing or two. Yeah. No, you're not. Yeah. No, you're not. You're going to need his crutches to get home.
There was one, I just saw a video. It was like, don't mess with Grandpa. And there's guys in the elevator. It's got to be recent because they're wearing masks.
Yeah.
And he's in the elevator with his wife and someone else. And this big dude comes in. I don't have the sound on, but the big dude said something and then pushed the old man. Old man pops him under the chin. So he just clocks him out. Yeah. Drops the ground. They hit the floor they're going to. The lady gets out, gets the other person out. The old man is still beating on this dude. The lady's trying to pull him out. Door is almost shuts. He just jerks his arm right at the last minute to go, I'm not done. Pushes the door back. And then starts to pull this guy out. Like he's off camera after that. Just pull the guy out. Keeps wailing on him. I was like,
really?
I mean, that guy was like 1,000 years old too.
And you see those stories once in a while about it, like an old,
probably an old Marine or something.
I was gonna say they try to mug him, and it's like, hey, I was Golden Gloves in the Marines, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, there was that one where that guy broke into that house.
Yeah, he broke into the house. Oh Max got it. Yeah. See, Max got one here. See, they're standing in a ring and they know what's coming.
Right.
It's different
this
when
guy has no idea what's coming.
Well, this guy looks like he's kind of an MMA guy. Like he might have some different moves.
This guy doesn't.
And the old guy's got a Bill Cosby sweater on. He looks like he's going to.
He looks like Mr. Drummond dressed as Bill Cosby.
He's going to hit him. He took a shot to the face. He's going to hit him with the pudding pop.
Oh,
yeah. He came in solid.
Yeah, the old man's fighting like Rocky Balboa.
And he put him down. And he kept going. He didn't even let him. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the old man's fighting like Rocky Balboa. Where he blocks with his face.
Oh, that kid was not ready for that. I say kid. That guy's 30 years old. Yeah. That's crazy. That old man's got to be 75, 80 years old. Wow. And he hops out of the ring like nothing. See, but I like hearing those stories.
First punch, by the way, he didn't take that.
Huh?
That first punch.
Oh, that first one?
Yeah.
He slipped that. He didn't even know. That guy was a pro. He had to have been
Well,
a pro.
but have you ever
back in
seen the
day.
Rocky movies where the first 4 rounds?
Oh, yeah. The forehead defense is like the way to go.
Yeah.
Like,
in Rocky.
you have clearly seen those.
Oh, yeah.
Forehead defense. I've seen them. What do you want to talk about?
Anal seepage. Wow, Chips. Yeah. It's like we only wake him up on certain things. It's like,
You want to talk Apollo Creed? You want to talk about Ivan Drago? You want to talk about Tommy Machine Gun? I've seen those movies.
Clubber Lang, man. Clubber Lang.
Call me Mick. You knock him down. You try knocking me down.
I saw somebody fighting on Facebook because he put up a picture, Sylvester Stallone. He still has the turtles from the movie.
Yeah, right. Cuff and
And
link.
they're like 40 some years old.
Right.
And he put it up and everybody's like, those aren't the real turtles went back to the store and here we're only on loan and this and that. And people are fighting in the notes, in the comments about how whether these
he
are.
sold his dog and bought him back.
Yeah, it's like those are his turtles.
Right.
Okay. Here's the deal. The guy has enough money for Planet Hollywood to suck, and he just keeps putting money into
Right.
it. Okay. So he's fine.
Here's the thing.
He's got turtle money.
Charles Darwin's turtle died 124 years after Charles Darwin. I mean, I mean, at that point, it's no longer Charles Darwin's turtle.
Right.
It's been 100 years. Can we give it to someone else? No. It's in the will. Or he's waiting to evolve into a ninja turtle.
Yeah. It's we're gonna send that to Darwin the ninth. And it's gonna be good.
This is the true fact. For the longest time, certain sea turtles never had a Latin name
Okay.
because they had to get them back to Europe to get, for the scientists to study them, give them the Latin name. But they were so damn delicious.
Shut
They
up.
couldn't get a live one back to Europe.
Really?
Yeah, it's hilarious. And they asked, it was on a quiz show. They asked the thing, and they're like, "Why did it take 80 years after the discovery of this certain sea turtle for it to be formally classified?" And someone was like, "I don't know, because it's delicious." And they're like, "Yeah, that's the one."
That's so awesome. That's great. Well, it was a boat ride back then.
Yeah, that's the thing.
A
It's
boat
like
ride.
they'd be in the boat and they'd be like, "Man, I'm kind of tired of this these hardtack biscuits."
There's a sea snake.
Yeah.
He looks horny, and we're gonna
That,
go. Yeah.
that guy comes with his own bowl. Can we just cook him up?
Right. Yeah. Turn him upside down. Put him on the fire.
Heard to make good soup.
Yeah. I've never had that. Have you ever had that?
Turtle soup? Yeah, I've had that.
Never had frog legs either. I don't even need to ask. I'm sure Max had that stuff. Frog legs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, I eat everything. You want some alert? No, I don't want any of
What are you
that.
talking about? I tried it.
Yeah, you tried it.
Yeah,
Your
it was
face
awful.
was priceless. It was
took some-
awful.
I rewatched it and there was two. There was the initial and then
Oh, yeah.
a
Yeah,
second later.
I'm telling
it
you,
was like,
some-
oh, it's still there.
The origin of that is someone dropped something caramel colored into rubbing alcohol, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll just sell it.
Right. Yeah.
Alcoholics will drink
It's
anything."
like 80 proof. We're good. Yeah. That might be more than 80 proof.
Yeah, I think there's paint no longer in my esophagus now. It just
Yeah. I was not going to have any of it. Like I said, there's no way.
I can't taste it. I can taste like the burning. My mouth tastes like burning.
So I don't have anything on turtles, but I still have 2 strange stories. And I still have the man almost dies after inserting an eel into his anus to relieve constipation. Or,
Well, he could have just eaten chips.
yeah, wow. How could you fix that? Wow.
Wow, have I got a plan for you?
Was it in the 90s?
But wait, there's more.
I don't know how old he was, Brian. I'm not sure. Not sure. First off, I don't know what kind of speed you got to throw an eel up there with because I don't think they're too rigid. So I'm not quite sure how that's working. But whatever, it's all good. Probably about the time you got to throw a pigeon over the mountain. Probably same kind of force.
Here's the problem with those wow chips, though. No one in the scientific research was like, "Hey, Jerry, you think there's a problem if we coat these chips with literal lube?" No, it seems fine. You know what? Nothing's going to stick. It's going to fly right out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fat doesn't have time to to solidify. It'll be right out.
Nothing's going to congeal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's all good. What about,
No.
okay, so here's the other one. If you don't like the eel one, that's fine. Britain prepares for the annual invasion of the palm-sized sex-starved spiders.
Okay. So Table 1 and 2. I just read that Britain now is talking about going back to the imperial system, the system we use.
Yeah.
Inches, feet,
Okay.
miles and stuff.
Yeah.
How much do you want to get out of the European Union that you will literally go and be like, you know what? Let's use that backwards ass measurements that only one country left will do it, and it's those stubborn ass people that
They threw all our tea in the ocean too, or in the water.
You know what sucks? That measuring system America uses. Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
We'll show Europe.
I got an idea. Something new. It's not. It's something
All right,
borrowed.
let's do anus.
All right, we're doing the anus. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So there's even a picture of this thing.
You
Look at
have
that
a
thing.
sub pena.
The thing's huge.
Yeah, I like all I saw was, and then things took a turn for the worse.
You saw one sentence by the picture.
But I'm telling you, if you do not want me to read something,
Yeah.
don't show it. Like with the doctor, I tell you, in the doctor's office, they pull up someone else's chart, and I'm like, oh, does he know?
Yeah, I almost
Get
choked.
your affairs in order, sir.
I almost choked him. Like, dude. First off, I mean, I have my writing to where you can read it from Mars. I get it because I'm old.
But it reminded me of like we were talking about the documentaries where it's not the boyfriend,
right, right.
but it turns out it wasn't Eric. Yeah. They actually didn't know who it was because Eric was in Cancun that weekend. Yeah. And then things took a turn for the worse.
And Eric's like, yeah, because I can't work.
Yeah.
No
It
one,
did.
no one believes me.
Actually, it wasn't then. It was before when they had me on the news all the time saying it was me.
Yeah, it's when they said we have a suspect and his name's Eric.
I know I'll never listen to this, but I did kind of paraphrase some of Jimmy Flanagan's bit for that joke right there. So credit to Jim Flanagan.
There you go. Call me. A man almost dies after inserting an eel into his anus to relieve constipation.
Hey, Billy, I got a poop-eating eel over here. You still got that trouble? Well, I do.
It says this is apparently a thing that people are doing. Seriously, just stick to prunes. Let's see here. In the first sentence, there's been a lot of talk about potentially fatal alternative medicine lately. Okay, cool. Here's another story. Nobody was intentionally eating toxic amounts of farm animal drugs. Oh, this is going into the whole thing. Let's see here. Start from the beginning. The hero, he's from Jingshao.
Hey, Mac, why does the board keep changing colors?
Because I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, I thought
I know.
so.
It's very weird.
That was great. That was orange a second ago.
I was gonna say out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, something just happened. But I didn't. Hey, I was focused for a second. That was
you
pretty
were.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were the one that's like, squirrel. Yeah.
well, the button I just touched.
Yeah.
It's a subpoena button.
So last July, in hopes of relieving his condition, he decided to turn to some inventive solutions. Chinese folk believe that eels can help with bowel movements. Okay, now here's the deal. If that's
I bet like a plumber snake could do it too. I'm not sticking it up my butt.
I was gonna say if that's an entrance,
yeah.
or it's supposed to be an exit.
Right.
So if it's an exit, I don't think that you again,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So anyway, he proceeded to insert it into his anus. That's when things took a turn for the worse.
Thank you.
Right above
I knew
the
that
picture.
sentence was in there.
That's so great. So you actually read more of this than I have. So that's pretty good. They're notoriously slippery fish, and the man found out the hard way. Instead of relieving his constipation, the eel slid entirely into the man's rectum. Now, you saw the size of this thing I'm showing you.
Yeah.
I got to think it's smaller than the one I showed you, because the one I showed you is like, I don't think his whole intestines could
Yeah,
hold
that
this
guy
thing.
wasn't constipated if that thing got up his butt.
Right. Andre the Giant wouldn't be constipated. I don't understand why, but I'm losing a lung right here.
You have a subpoena.
What?
All it did was go
Yeah,
back to
it just
normal
changed
speed?
colors.
I just changed the color. Actually, I was changing a different color, and then you hit the button, and then I accidentally changed the color of that one.
But it said if that wasn't enough, fish proceeded to go slightly nuts and chewed through the man's intestines, ending up in his body cavity.
They should have turned left at Albuquerque. That was the problem.
Yeah, but so we can only imagine the agony the guy must have been in, of course. But he still didn't seek medical attention. Most people don't when they do something stupid like that.
Yeah.
They're like, it'll go away. Well, this ain't going to go away.
Oh, yeah, it'll go away once.
It says, because he was afraid to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
The doctors removed the eel in emergency surgery. Oh, yeah, and the fish was still alive when they pulled it out. Don't you have all kinds of acids in you that should kill stuff like that?
If you get out before the stomach.
Okay. But
Yeah. Did you see Jackass, the movie where they put something in the guy's butt? You have a sub.
maybe.
And then he goes to the doctor.
How is that just going off?
Mac touched it.
I didn't touch nothing.
Oh, we didn't touch it.
Oh, we didn't touch it?
Yeah, we haven't touched it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not touching it.
Oh, yeah. There's
What
our
is-
audio
What
technician.
is going on right now?
So they show an x-ray of it, and the doctor's like, go to the hospital. You can't tell anyone. And he points to the camera, which is us.
Right.
But he thinks it's just his friend. That guy knows. That's one guy too many. And the whole audience is like, oh, we're the one guy. There's millions of people that have now seen this in this guy. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you don't want to be, because you've seen those articles about what they found, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And when they find stuff like light bulbs and stuff, like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. You got to sit down really fast on a park bench for something stupid like that to happen.
You said that like you have knowledge.
You got to come in pretty hot.
What?
Did you do that?
Yeah.
That what I did. That what I did.
Wait a minute. Did I do that?
Wait. What?
So according to the doctors, the man nearly died. Unsurprisingly, having an eel coated in fecal matter squirming around in your stomach can lead to a fascinating number of infections.
Yeah, but some sepsis was in there.
Yeah. Lucky for him, the man made an uneventful recovery, maybe even learned a lesson. Okay.
Maybe.
He learned a lesson for sure. But how? It sounds like it's irreparable. Like, I've had my intestines chewed up.
Yeah.
Do they just put new intestines in you?
No, I just think they cut that piece out and sew it back up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, instead of having like a curve,
Yeah.
like a winding road, I now
Yeah.
have like a
Yeah.
chute, like chutes and ladders.
That guy really can't have wow chips now.
I can eat them as long as I'm on the toilet when I do.
Right.
Which goes against everything.
It's like
in
that
my
medical thing they have in the commercials where it's literally just the tube down to the.
Right. Right. Is this like a water slide? What are we doing here? Let's see here. Oh. So it says Chinese doctors have had to pull eels out of other people's anuses. And in some cases, they've waited far too long to go to the hospital. Take, for example, a 49-year-old man from Guangzhou or whatever, identified only by his last name, Liu. Well, okay, good for you. It's like Smith. In 2017, he showed up at the hospital complaining about intense stomach pain. What he didn't tell the doctors is that he tried the eel remedy as well, only to find that it pulled a still living Asian swamp eel. That just sounds mean.
Right.
Okay. Out of the man's stomach during an operation. Like the most recent
Did you
case.
see the surgeon? Scalpel. Clamp. Whoa, there's your problem.
Net.
Yeah.
Net. Where's the guy that catches butterflies on weekends? We need him in here right now.
Rod.
Yeah.
Hook. Reel.
Bait.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Chum.
Bait. Yeah. Chum. We're not even pals, Doc. We're not even pals.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah. So the doctor said, we opened his stomach and saw the eel amongst his feces and food debris. When we asked the patient after surgery, he said the eel swam up by itself, but he later admitted he put it there himself
When he was just sitting on a park bench, minding his own business.
while following a folk remedy for bowel obstruction. I don't know how they got there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be like when you were a kid and you shove some up your nose. Where'd it go? I don't know.
I don't know. That cran was in there.
And then all of a sudden you're breathing. It's like, it's whistling. And you're like, okay, where's the
Did you
Lego?
get a clock?
Yeah. Where's Let me turn the lights off, see if it still works.
That's a whistle. We figured it out.
That sounds like me going up the stairs.
Yeah.
Ooh,
How many flights is this?
yeah. It's 14 steps. Oh, well, I did walk from the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a porch, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a stoop.
But and then another guy had a CT scan. The doctors found not just one, but 2 eels. So this guy went, man, that
Well, yeah,
hurts.
you just send another one up to go get
I was
it.
just going to say, okay, first, this one should eat the other one. I hand to God.
Hey, you got a hungrier one? Because he's got to do 2 jobs.
I need a cannibal eel. You guys got any of those? Maybe that'll also eat feces.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to send you up there. I don't care which one eats the poop. You can work that out when you get up there.
Right.
But whoever eats the poop, the other one eats that guy. Take that message up.
Yeah. And then you come back
Right.
and check in with me, and we'll go from there.
I'm going to give you half now. I'm going to give you the other half when you come back
The other
out.
half when you come back, right? And the doctor's pulling him out, and the eel looks at him like, bitch, better have my money. You know?
Who are you? You think I get the money from? I don't take old people credit cards.
Yeah, right.
Take hard cash.
I don't take old people credit cards. So after each case, the doctors emphasize there's no scientific evidence that an eel up your butt could relieve constipation. Okay? We can't believe that needed to be said out loud, but here we are. But what you should do if you suddenly find yourself unable to have a bowel movement for the sake of public service, here are some options. You could do a laxative, which maybe you could do that, try to get the eel back out.
Well, maybe just start with that. Is it the same doctor every time? Because what if he's the one starting that rumor?
Right.
Business is slow. I could use some surgeries.
Ooh.
Start that eel rumor back up again.
Yeah, yeah.
Put a lot of fiber in everyone's food.
Yeah.
A lot of cheese.
why do I even have an eel farm? Why do I even start an eel
Let me
farm?
even growing these eels if people aren't going to shove them up their butts.
It's so weird. Wait, are those the butt eels? Maybe. Wait, what'd you hear?
Yeah, it depends.
What'd you hear? you have a HMO or PPO?
Yeah.
Then yeah, they're the butt eels.
Are you OSHA?
Yeah.
Because no.
Yeah. What's your copay? So yeah, or good prune juice, spinach, and apples.
Everyone has their own individual deductible. You got to pay for you and the eel.
So it does say at the end, it said, and for the love of all that's good, see the doctor before an eel has chewed up half of your internal organs.
Just show up with the doctor with an eel in your hand. Doc, I got a question.
Okay, had 2 of these.
Now, it looks like you've caught me in time. Truthfully, we're probably already halfway screwed.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hey, Bon Jovi, we're halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
halfway
get it.
there.
Yeah. We get it. So here's the deal. I put a thing around it. So it's a homing eel.
Yeah.
But I can't seem to throw it back out where it needs to be.
So I've got an eel and I got a rope. The problem is this rope was not tied to this eel.
Right. Yeah.
There was an eel in this rope. It was not this eel.
Do you know when you lasso an eel, they just slide right out of it? I mean, it's like the craziest thing. I put it around his head and everything.
It turns out that my butt is slippery on the way in,
Right.
but not slippery on the way back out.
Yeah, nothing's coming out. The end seems to be amazing. It's like a clear shot.
Yeah.
It's like a slip and slide.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like you can put anything you want up there.
Yeah.
It is not coming out.
But yeah, the one dude, he's like, I don't know how that got up there.
Yeah.
Okay. First off,
Doc, have you heard of butts being like escalators? Yeah. I need to find the other side.
Yeah.
I need to find the other side of JCPenney to get this out.
yeah. So I was swimming with sea snakes and the weirdest thing happened. Okay. The weirdest thing. And again, this is overseas.
The weirdest thing happened. So when you finish with the one in the back, if you could just get the one in the front.
Right. Yeah. There's still one that's on my leg
Yeah.
that I like to, he's not going to finish.
Yeah.
I like to just get rid of him. So, but no, I thought that was pretty crazy. Just the title. And then alone when you start reading it to find out more than one person did this.
And then things took a turn for the worse.
Dude, I about lost I lost myself when you read that because I didn't read it.
He's like, you're like, I want to find out what turned for the worse.
Yeah. When do we get to that part? I'm going to read now.
Did I accidentally scroll? Is that towards the bottom?
Yeah. No, it's right above the picture. So
Just
note
above
to
the
self,
fold.
no more show and Ted stuff.
Yeah. No more turning my phone to Ted.
Yeah. But no, I thought that was better than the monkey story probably. I don't know. I know the monkey
The
story
monkey
last
story
week.
went off the rails.
Yeah, the monkey story went off the
We
rails,
literally
yeah.
turned it into like a radio like soap.
We did. Imagine these eels.
Yeah.
They'll never come between us. I do like yours though, where you have the chaser. It's like, okay, first off, this isn't like you're taking a shot at tequila.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the part where you go to tell the doc, okay, this looks like good news.
Yeah.
It's actually not.
Yeah. What's weird is I was going to do a double dose.
Yeah.
Okay. You notice I still have one.
Yeah.
I still have one.
It's not the worst news,
Yeah.
but it's not the best
Worst news is if I was empty-handed.
Yeah.
That would be bad news. And I was holding 2 leashes that I had tied around these.
You're tearing us apart.
Where can they find us, Dad?
If you still want to find us, you can find us at thatchecksout.net on all the socials at thatchecksout, WDT. WDT stands for With Damon and Ted. He's Damon, that makes me Ted, coming to you here from Audiohive Podcasting Studio. Thanks, Mac, for coming in late. Tonight and on the music. That checks out.
Seem to see a pattern here.
I was going to say that, but you know.
Yeah, I was going to say that when I got around to it.
And with the punchlines.
He calls us up later. I was going to say that. That doesn't count.